Hi, welcome to Art Draw. Today we're going to draw Dr. Doom. We're going to draw Dr. Doom in a pose straight down the middle here. It's got his arms out, lots of energy bolts coming out here. So it's fairly straight on. It's a loading screen that you can see in Fortnite at the moment. So let's go in there, draw Marvel's Dr. Doom. So in the middle of the page at the top, let's just pop a point in, say there. Okay, that's going to be the top of Doom's cowl. So he's got his hood up. So we're going to do two diagonal lines from that. So let's just draw out a line for his head. One side there, one side there. Okay. Now we're going to kind of bring this just in a little bit, first of all, for the outer part. And what I'll do is, then now we know where that is, I'm just going to sort of draw two little lines like this either side, just to kind of give an idea of where his kind of hood is going to be. Let's then just sort of pipe that off. So just draw inside of there, and now I've got that in there, I can have a look at the shoulder area. So Doom's cape is on either side, sort of little diagonal lines. I'm gonna sort of just draw a little sort of slightly bumpy diagonal line there. That comes into the center point. There's two circular areas there that kind of hold the cape together. So I'm going to do a circle here, circle there. I'm just going to draw two lines to join them together, and a V. Right, now I've got those lines in, I can work out the rest of his cape. So I'm just going to just join up this edge of this curve to the cape there. This side is going to go sort of up as well and around like that. So it's fairly symmetrical, a few little differences either side. Let's pop in the shoulder pads. Doom's got these big shoulder pads on. So they kind of come sort of down and around this way. And then they kind of join up with the circle. So what I'll do, from that sort of point of the circle, sort of just below halfway, sort of here, let's just do a little curve like that. Then we can just draw a diagonal line like this, and then I'm just going to do a curve to match up to that cape area. Same thing this side. Going to come down sort of lower than halfway, sort of about there. Come down to say around about this point. Just sort of join it up with a slightly curved line. Fairly straight line up this way. And then we're just going to do a curve here, just right across. Nice curved line for that shoulder pad, like big old Doom shoulder pads, right? In the middle here, his torso and his chest. So Doom's sort of torso comes down quite a way. And I'm going to just pop a dot there, and a dot probably sort of just off there, probably about here, right, for his torso. Then what I'm going to do is just bring it in, just a short diagonal line either side of that. Okay, and I'm going to flare it out where he's kind of got his sort of hip area, where his costume kind of flares out. Okay, so that's going to just come out sort of up there and there either side of that, and just a little chip in either side of there. Okay, in the middle here, I'm going to pop a little dot in the center. Then there's another little dot, let's think probably about here. Okay, and I'm going to put a little V in, signify that. Okay, we're then going to draw up a line kind of to the edge of there. So we're just going to do a slightly diagonal line up here, slightly diagonal line up here. Okay, and then I can work out where my leg areas are. So Doom's legs are kind of like spread out this way. So I've got from this point, I'm going to bring in a sort of curved thigh area of the leg. So bring it down to about there. Then an inner leg, let's give ourselves about so far, and then just join that up there. This side, same sort of thing. So let's start with the inner part, sort of match up the sort of area there, and then just draw an inner leg there. Then on this side, from this point here where we've chipped in, let's do a little curved thigh area leg like that. Great. Okay, now I've got those bits. I'm gonna do his knee pads. So they're pretty chunky. They're like a elongated oval. So just gonna pop a couple of little lines in the middle at the top there. And then what I can do is just sort of bring it out. Nice little curved oval. Same here. Come around either side like that. Nice. Now we can do the outer part of his legs. So his legs continue this way. It's going to curve down to probably about this point. Just curve it out and then down. This side, curve it out, down. And about here, we can work out where it kind of matches up. So inner part where the calf is, curve it out, down. So just continue that leg along there. The outer part, curve it out and then down like that. Nice. Okay, now I've got that in. Let's pop his feet in. I'm going to put a little line in here, little line in kind of here. That's where the foot's going to come out to. So it kind of is just going to flare it out even more, join it up. And then bring it round and up where the heel would be and up like that. Same here, come down, go in, flare it out to the toe area. And then come back up, flare it into there. Cool. Right, now I've got his legs in. Let's work out where these arms are. The arms are coming down and out, and then loads of energy is coming off them. So what I'm going to do from this point here, I'm just going to draw a little curve there. And this point, just draw a little curve here. And then the bicep is sort of below, not below, but just by the lower part of the shoulder pad. So just bring it out a bit. Same here, kind of just bring it out. And we can just pop in areas just to curve it off. Then kind of got his elbow area. So all we're going to do is just do a little curve on either side. Little curve here. Line there, join it up. Now I've got his elbows in. What I can do is do his like gloves. So we're gonna come out either side of this last line we've made. Then come in, a couple of little lines, join them up, just a nice little bit of detail. Now we can do his arm, the forearm. So that kind of heads its way this way. It's just going to taper that in there to there. This side, taper it up like that. This side, taper it up here and up to about there. Okay. Pop a dot just a bit ahead of where you've drawn, and we're just going to do a nice little curve line either side of that. So it's like a little curve, like arrow. Gloves of Doom. It's got a sort of quite a big hand, so the palm sort of starts here. Just bring it up to a thumb. And then here we're going to bring out like the palm to the little finger here. And we're just going to have a little kind of just a suggestion of his fingertips. So his thumb's there, comes around here. It's like a curve like that. And then we're just going to give a little suggestion, a few little lines where his fingers are, maybe the tops of the fingers, maybe the top of the thumb. But just keep it quite loose, okay? Same thing here. So I'm just going to draw up like this, up where a thumb would be. And then down the bottom, just draw the outer part of the hand and up. And then we're just going to again just have a little suggestion of a thumb, an area there, curve it around, and just going to have a little sort of suggestion that there's fingers there, little lines to denote that, and basically all the energy is coming off here, so it's really sort of vibrant light. Right, let's get back to more of the detail now. So that's mostly our outer done. Just keen to get this bit sorted out really. So this is a bit of a V, kind of goes up to these outer parts here. So all I'm going to do is really from the top of here, let's give ourselves another V. So just below this V, draw it out, have a little V, and then we're kind of going to come in from this circular bit, bring it back towards the edge of the character, then down, sort of follow the line of his body like that, and then bring it down. Let's actually bring this a bit further out, and then bring this down to the edge here, and then down to the edge here, just taper in. Now I've got that, just going to do a line to here, and a line to here. I'm just going to join this up. There's a lot of little intricacies on this character, so I'm just going to pop in a few little lines here. I'm going to do the leg, so we're going to go around, do a little arrow and around. So let's do that 3 times. Around, little arrow, around, little arrow, around. Same here, around, little arrow, around. Same there, same there. Just put a few little V's on his kneecaps, just a couple, just all adds to the detail that we're creating today. And then we're going to pop some more V's. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then continue where the foot is. Let's do 1, 2, 3 again, just by the ankle. 1, 2, 3. Starts giving it that sort of mechanical costume look now. A couple more of these sort of V's here. And you don't have to do all of these, you can just do sort of bits where you like. Just all adds into the effect of Doom. Just pop a couple of little lines in between there. A couple of like, there's 3 dots either side there. A couple of little lines in. A little bit of armor here, so I'm gonna just bring it up from the edge here, up, like the inner part of the arm, up the circles. Shoulder pads, we're going to bring some armour down, so 1, 2, 1, 2 little curves. Capes here, so I'm kind of just going to show a bit off there. And then the armour here, let's just put a couple of V's, little like arrowheads, and a little V on his elbow, and a couple of circles. Again, it's loads of little bits of detail if we want. In this bit here, let's just pop some V's in, and then we're gonna just draw a line in the middle of this little upper arm bicep area, and then let's just pop in 3 little lines along here. Okay, let's not forget his cape. So he's got a lot of energy coming off around here, so I'm just gonna mark a couple of points either side of that, and then I'm just gonna swoop down to a cape area. So let's go maybe to about here, maybe to about here. Yeah, so this line we're going to join up, but let's just not do it in a straight line. Let's curve up and down, just curve around this way like this, like around like that, and then we would continue that line up until this point here. Then what we can do is just draw out from this point, just draw a flare out a little line. If you don't hit it, just doesn't matter, just join it up. Same here, just sort of flare it out there. Last little thing, let's pop Doom's face in. So I'm just gonna pop a little V at the very top. I'm gonna pop some rectangular eyes in, so 2 little diagonals here. Match up that little diagonal there, and then he's always got his little eyes, so a little dot in the middle there. And I'm gonna, this top bit, I'm gonna just draw a line up, do a little line down the middle there to his nose. I'm gonna draw a little diamond there, and then we're just gonna kind of just do some straight lines there where his eyes would be. And then we're gonna draw his cheekbones, so 2 lines either side. Diagonally come in and just bring that down, sort of taper that down. Yeah, it's starting to look like Doom. And just behind, just either side of that, another line, and just sort sort of signified by a couple of lines in there, and then maybe just sort of got his chin here, just the chin popping out, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 little lines where he's got his mouth, and we can just join that up. Edging here, I'm just gonna kind of just colour this part in, so we know it's like quite dark. Under here, we kind of just chisel away at it, so we can see his sort of doom face. Just going to join that up there. Cool. Okay, now I've got that in. Let's put some colour in first before we just block in the rest of it. So I'm just going to get a light green. I'm just going to sort of just get a hint. It's a really nice loose picture, this one. So just get a nice kind of hint of green going on around him. Just sort of block in lots of bits of green. It's light up here. There's little bits of white popping off him, but I'm just sort of filling that in, filling that nice lighter green all around here. It just spills out a little bit too. Sort of the edging, things like that. Comes around here. Nice. And then just around sort of the cape area as well. Cool, right. Nice like light bits just sort of around him, and then we're going to pop some crackly energy in, so I'm just going to just sort of zigzag around, sort of signify that he's got lots of like powerful energy sort of coming out around him. Just wiggle the pen all around there, a few little dots around there, just sort of signify all of that. Nice. Okay, just a bit around the hood. Next up, let's get slightly darker, more vibrant green, and we're just going to sort of match where we've just drawn, just sort of start filling in these areas around here. Just sort of block in nice bits of green now for the doom. And then just around his edge, just sort of block in just around what we've drawn already, just to show a little bit more like crackly energy going on just around him. Just around here, that's it. And just keep sort of filling, just blocking him up, really loads of green. And don't worry about using too much green, things like that, because we're going to use some black in a minute, and we're going to sort of fill in the rest of him with some black. So the more green the better really at this point. The more green the better. That's looking really sort of doom style. Now I'm going to go a sort of a darker green, and I'm just going to go around the edges of him. So he's got kind of sort of like energy around him. So I'm just going to kind of wiggle around him with this kind of chaotic energy. Sort of just go right around the edge of him. Sort of buzzing with loads of this sort of crackly energy, so just wiggle the pen around. It starts to work really well with the white space we've given him, and the rest of the white space on the paper. So a few little dots going around there is cool. Okay, keep going a little bit around the cape as well. Tapers off a bit around the cape, so in like that. Maybe there's a few little bursts of energy sort of crackling off him around here. And then I think it's just a little bit of a hint around here of sort of some of this sort of darker green. And then I'm just going to do some of these sort of darker areas around him. I think it makes sense to kind of just use this darker green. Fill in some of those lighter areas. Still going to try and leave a few little gaps, but it's quite nice to have sort of block him in with these colours down the centre there. This cape is predominantly green on the top, so I think that probably lends itself to a bit of sort of wiggly green colour. And the hands as well. Let's just block in the hand area too. slightly darker bits, we'll just add a bit of this sort of nice green colour. Okay, right. Let's get the black now. Start like inking him in. So start at the top there, just block in. We're gonna kind of get the finer point of this pro marker and just sort of hatch in some nice sort of dark areas around him. So it becomes a really like atmospheric sort of picture. So again, we'll just sort of give an idea that it's all like dark bits around him. Don't be afraid to like block in some nice sort of chunky bits of black around here. And where we've drawn these lines already, these start to become kind of like the basis of the colour behind, and the black starts to kind of block in all around it, so it starts to sort of pop. There's quite a bit around here. I think there's actually a little signifier there. And I'm going to just sort of really pop in a lot of dark around the centre of him. In the middle here as well, just block in lots of around there. Just get down to the cape area, really block it in around here. Just draw lots of little lines coming from this area here. Lots of little bits of hatching, things like that. So it comes up around this way. Same here. It comes up to here. We'll colour the rest of that cape in. Let's get the chunky side. Just kind of fill block areas of this nice sort of black colour all around there. Right, let's just fill in a few more bits here. Just sort of make sure it sort of blends in nicely. I think this part here maybe. A few little bits there. And also quite dark areas around the feet, so again I'm kind of sort of blocking around all these parts we've created. So sort of darker down the more central part. So all that green we've added starts to work really hard as it kind of pops around all the black colour we created, so you can just add those little bits of black in wherever you like, and you can do as much as you like. We could just leave it with the green on it. I think that does look cool. A few little just bits of green there. So we'll just work around those little bees that we created earlier. create some little blocks of black that just go around. Oh, here is our character. Okay, yeah, that's looking good. Let's now work into the arms a bit more. So put a few little lines in here. Maybe just black there, underneath there. So along these parts here. Points, I think it's quite dark, so we work towards the circle on either side. And then in here, I think we're just going to sort of just get a hint of just a bit of black going around there, and sort of the hand area. A few little, just little bits there, kind of less and less as it kind of lights up around the hand. And we've got still in there. Do have is just a little bit of pattern to put in up here, so just going to kind of a couple of diagonal lines in there, little triangle area at the lower end. And we'll just pop another triangle there, just a hint of what the badge looks like there. It's quite dark along here. And we'll just go around the character, I think. Just make him pop. Be a little bit firmer with some of our lines around the edges. Some of these kind of come from the base of it as well, so just join up some of those. Thick line around the cape. Join up all around. Yeah, it sort of just makes him a little bit punchier. And what I will do is just add a few little flourishes to some of these bits of energy that we created. I think that looks quite cool. Sort of just almost like just a hint of an outline. You can keep it all quite loose. Just sort of those energy bits, just a little bit of sort of comic line around that. Helps just sell it in a little bit. Yeah, that kind of is pretty good. That sort of build up of the black has worked pretty well, I think. On our picture, and it's just sort of just going back in and just making it just pop a little bit more around there. He has got a little bit of red just at the bottom of him, so what I'll do is just give it a little hint, like a little pop of red, just around some of the edges there, just at the base. I think that green and red sort of contrast really works quite nicely. Just a little hint. That around the edges just adds to the effect of the picture, just a little bit, just around there. Maybe just where we've got a little bit of light, we can just add a tiny smidgen more just around the base here. Just make that pop just a little bit more. And then I've got to learn to know when to stop. Start to fiddle a bit too much with my picture, but just a little bit more just over the top. Just give it a little bit more zing. Around this cape area there. Doom's mask, just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Right, okay. Tie some of these zings in here. And then that's it. I think I'm going to stop before I get too far in it. So there we go. Yeah, that's good. Nice little zing around him. And then that's it. Cool. Good. Okay. There is Dr. Doom from Marvel. Hope you like the picture. Nice way of sort of building up the colour, having all the greens and then just bringing all the sort of the contrasty inks coming through on it. I think that works really well. Have a go yourself. Let me know what you think. And we'll see you again really soon. All right. Bye for now.